is a thing where human think. Let's try defining the origin of language. What could it possibly be? Where the language, the concept of language comes from, and how it's evaluated, and how the evolution comes from. If I consider the language as a reason base, the ancestors come. The ancestors of human phenomenon, human civilization, all over the regional things that is being migrated all over the world, is creating the civilization and their own point of view. And the region, the solely region can be considered the Africa, and that is the North South Africa. If you elaborate that, if you consider in feet of two thoughts, then you can say Africa. And then after the vocalization phase, people come across to the speaking and communication by saying or saying in our very early phase of the childhood, when we become a newborn baby and considered an infant, we learn, as well as animal learns as well, by bird, howls, and so many calls that underlie the specific spaces. However, for human, that's a different case. And there are so many linguistic who theorize some very specific and scientific method what intrigue the notion of a child in an infant level to grow in a constructive formation by saying papa, mama, or tata, bobo, etc. However, let's shift to the next slide. Determination of language and its necessity in human life. What is, since the topics underlie the significance and the necessity of human life, I will go the dimension of human language for communication. What it can be, such a puzzle or paradox situation you can possibly get into. If I say a parameter of things is 5 meters in the x-axis and 10 meters toward the y-axis, that cannot be definite. Of course, there might be another axis, because these things can be high from the bottom, and either this can be 10 meter or 5 meter high, and either this can be down. But, and you can possibly say that we raise a question, how could possibly you are intriguing, you are connecting the mathematics with the human mind and the language and the way of expression. I would say the dimension of human language for communication is and discrete infinity and displacement and joint attention. What is all that? A set of discrete assignment that can make the block infinity blocks to explain the human sense. You can say alphabet. With such alphabet, you can permutate, you can make a combination to explain or to express your inner thoughts. And the displacement, and I hope you are all getting the notion how it is related to the human psyche and human psychology. Displacement is a thing where human think and human acknowledge and human express everything. And attention, that is actually where communication and language differ from animals to animals. But for human, language can differ